17 is a time. Well, there is no doubt the death of George Floyd is making an impact on society all across America. That's with community members and police departments. This morning, I'm joined by Bakersfield Police Chief Greg Terry to talk about what we've been seeing here at home. Chief Terry, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show. I know how busy you've been, so we thank you for your time.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. Good morning. Well, let's just start with your general thoughts about what's happening right now across the country and here at home. Can you give us the perspective of a police chief in America right now?
Well, there's hurt, there's anger, there's fear, there's on many different levels. We've been dealing with the pandemic now for 8 to 10, 12 weeks now that has significantly impacted our communities, our businesses, all the way, and obviously all the way down to every family member, every business member, really every resident of our cities. Then you have an incident in Minneapolis that really strikes even more anger and fear into the community and rises and raises that to the surface. And so there are a lot of challenges, and our communities are hurting. And so our job as police chiefs are to be a support for our community, to help be able to restore order and chaos and be a support for our community, recognizing that we are, as police officers, a part of the community, and we're all in this together to provide safety and build stronger and safer communities for all of our residents. And so it's quite challenging, but we have here in Bakersfield a wonderful community, and I'm very excited about what our future might bring together.
Look, so a lot of people are looking into how officers are getting trained and what that training process looks like as a potential place to start to improve civilian-officer relations. So how long does it take for someone to get trained to be a part of the police force here in Bakersfield, and what does that training look like?
Well, as of right now, currently, we're taking applications for police trainees. So I would encourage anyone who wants to help the police department become a better department and stronger and a stronger Bakersfield to go to the Bakersfield Police Department's website or the City of Bakersfield's Human Resources site. We are currently taking applications for police training for the next 2 weeks, I believe. So the police academy is 6 months. During the course of that time, the trainees go through a broad range of topics to establish some initial competencies for them to go out into the field to become a police officer. You learn about laws, you learn about ethics, cultural diversity, principled policing, arrest and control tactics, first aid, lifetime fitness. And so all of those things are courses of instruction over the period of about 6 months. And then once you graduate from the academy, then you go through 16 weeks of field training where you are working with an experienced and trained police officer who takes you through just the practical day-to-day job duties, and you're rated and you receive additional instruction and coaching on all of those things. And so, it's almost a year from the time that you start the academy before you ever get out into a black and white patrol car on your own.
Well, look, a lot of people have been throwing around ideas about ways to improve law enforcement by adding more black officers to departments. And I want to know your thoughts about that. Currently, talking about the Bakersfield Police Department, there are 395 sworn members, and 102 of them are Hispanic, 226 are white, and only 13 are black. So is this something that your department will work to integrate a little more?
Oh, absolutely. We are committed to improving in those areas where we don't reflect the community. And our desire is to ensure that we do have a police department that reflects the diversity of our community. This helps improve trust and relationships, helps us certainly be more effective, but it also makes us open to new ideas and different life experiences. And all of those things collectively can make us more responsive to the community's needs and ultimately build a stronger and safer community. And so we work to and will continue to work to leverage all of our influence and resources to be able to do that. We use our officers and our civilian employees and volunteers and explorers. We're into high schools, and this year we unfortunately had to cancel our junior police academy because we're looking down the line for those ways for us to engage even in the youth so that we can connect them to the police department and hopefully ultimately bring them in. So we do a variety of things, and just most recently in the last year, we put together a larger recruitment team intentionally to reflect the diversity of our community, and are sending them out to engage the community again so that we can become a stronger, safer community.
Well, Chief Terry, I'm happy to know that diversity is a top priority for you, and we do want to thank you for your insight and sharing all of it with us this morning.
Thank you.
Absolutely. 7:22 is the time. Still ahead on Fox. We're taking another look at that forecast. Stick around.